So the great news we were all waiting for came and went yesterday with Nvidia. And they beat on the earnings per share and estimate, everything across the board by almost like about a couple billion beat on both the revenue and everything like that. But then the stock tanked a little bit after hours yesterday and then spiked up, and then today it jumped up a bunch, but then just kind of fizzled throughout the afternoon and now it only closed up around like 78 cents gain. Yeah, around there, 78 cents. So it's at 146. So everything, the only problem with Nvidia right now is all the Wall Street analysts and everything like that, they have Nvidia, it's pretty much priced in. It's priced in perfection right now. And so it has to show more that they're gonna hit that, like that 300 billion that Wall Street wants from Nvidia. And they want more than just the Magnificent Seven that they're selling their products to. They want more and more of that, and then prove that they can get to those levels, those crazy levels that they're expecting. And until they really prove to Wall Street that, it's maybe it's gonna linger here for a little bit until that happens. But I think it's slowly creeping up to where we all wanted to see it, maybe hit 200. But it's gonna take a lot of work to really get to that 300 level or 500 level back there. So it's gonna be a while, but I think it's just gonna, it's like everything else. Like if you have a stock that hasn't really done really much and they beat estimates, beat by a few pennies, and then the stock jumps up like 20%, kind of like what Snowflake did. Not Snowflake, SoFi. I'm getting everything confused, but yeah, with SoFi beat by a few pennies and it jumped, and even could be a Snowflake as well, like something that's not really well known. That's not, Wall Street's not expecting every quarter by quarter that they're gonna beat. So then it's priced in almost in a way. So I have my shares and I'm buying in like kind of every day and then buying here and there. But I'm kind of tailing back, so because I know that's it's kind of what's the catalyst gonna be for Nvidia down the road that's gonna really push it to those next levels that we're all hoping for. Who knows? But yeah, I'm kind of watching the video and then I'm watching Palantir. I'm also looking at the quantum computing. It's kind of like, it kind of relates to the video, how a lot of people were saying they're buying the video at $1 a share back in the day, not even maybe 5 years ago and back in the day. But so if you're looking for something that's diamond in the rough kind of a stock, Palantir, yeah, the quantum computing I'm looking into. I was rating on $2 a share, or $2.50 a share, but I'm looking to researching that more. I think somebody wanted me to take a look at that, so I'm doing that right now. But as far as the video, it's kind of lingering here, so it really has to prove everybody that it can be more than just the Magnificent Seven down the road. And so that's why I kind of fizzled out and really didn't do much. Didn't have really even a positive or negative jump, 8%. It kind of stayed where it's at the last 5 days. And it's at the highs for the last 5 days, the last month. So it's really hasn't. So who kind of knows what's the prediction down the road, what's going to really happen. So I'm just DCAing into it and just holding for the long term. I'm like 5-10 years out holding the video, so I'm just keeping it there and just keeping my shares and just DCAing into it what I can. But if you got all that money, maybe you could buy, I don't know, wait for a pullback. But is it ever going to be a pullback? I don't think there's going to be much of a pullback in Nvidia even into the future. I think it's just gonna keep building like a train and going down the tracks. It's just gonna keep building up steam, and then get up to terminal velocity. Just keep on, but when it takes on other, you know, everybody else besides the Magnificent Seven. And their new chips are kind of in the background here, how much money they're gonna make and how they play into factor what that's gonna be. But really it is just the price into perfection. And yeah, like Blackwell chip, they beat Q3 expectations and all that, but there's some Nvidia addressed the Blackwell chip delays that were in there, and then gave an update on that. And basically they're trying to say that Nvidia, they're trying to relay that they're more than a chip company that's as it built a moat around this kind of the Magnificent Seven. So their AI demand is still crazy high. It's booming. But they're trying to say like the chip sales is slowing down, but I don't really believe that. Yeah, Nvidia is in the middle of launching its powerful Blackwell family of AI chips, which will weigh on the gross margins. But it's all that stuff, the news reports, there's so much speculation of what's going to really happen. Who knows? I'm not even looking into that. I'm just going to buy and hold and see what happens. I'm not solely focused on a video, focusing on other things. That's how I am. I think it's the best way to be. And you can't. I was watching earnings yesterday, and I wasn't really surprised it wasn't doing much. Wasn't too concerned about it yesterday, and wasn't really expecting much of anything to happen. So it's really just been like, yeah, just building up steam here. And for the last 6 months, well, it's up 53% for the last 6 months, which is great. You can complain about that. And you know, the PE is at 68 and some change, but I think it just all boils down to that Nvidia is priced to perfection. Like I've said in my last few of my other videos. And I did do some bulk buying when Nvidia was like around 107, 108. That area, when I took that dip back in September, I did make some big buys there, and I think a little bit in August. Kind of always when it went down to that 100 level and then 108. But ever since it's been trailing up, I just went back to my DCA, just dollar cost averaging and doing it that way. But I'm not as heavy into Nvidia DCAing as I am into Palantir right now. But yeah, Palantir is my go-to because I really want to get that. Instead I had 500 as the goal, I'm kind of pushing it to 2,000. In the video, I'm 200 shares. That's what I'm going for. I started late, so that's kind of my fault. Maybe if more money comes into my hands, I'll add more. But I'm really just trying to focus on Palantir. I can do what I can do, and I'm not rich or anything like that to dump so much money into it. So I'm just DCAing into Palantir and Nvidia and Tesla. Yeah, so I have Nvidia, Palantir, Tesla, Meta, and then Kava. I've been DCAing. Just kind of those 5 that have really been DCA on a daily basis. And Palantir is just, daily DCA, no matter what, for a couple accounts. But I have what I have in the video. I might try to get it up to 200, and I'm not like those other influencers that have like 1,200 shares or 12,000 shares in the video. Yeah, that's nice and all that, but I don't know. I'm lucky when if it gets to, like, say you have 200 shares and then it eventually splits, does a 5-for-1 split, you have 1,000 shares. And so I'm happy with that. I didn't catch the big wave like a lot of people did in 22, around that area, 21. So what I'm really hoping to do, I'm trying to catch that early with Palantir, make up for it with Palantir, make up for Tesla and Nvidia. Life happens, so I'm trying to make up in Palantir. And just kind of learning the Buffett way of not trading like crazy like that, and just DCA into for the long run, 10-15 years long run. There's so many. I've had my thing with trading. You think you're winning so great you could make 50 grand, and then but you sell out of it, and then you could really miss out on making $1 million or here and there, instead of just taking your measly 50 grand. But for the quick trade, because you didn't have the patience to stay there for the long run like other people had with Tesla and Nvidia. So patience is key to everything, and that's key to investing. But yeah, if you like this video, like, subscribe. Not a financial advisor, anything like that, just my opinion. Just want to give my 2 cents on Nvidia and their earnings, and really that it's kind of priced in right now. That's kind of why it hasn't really done much today, or even the last 5 days running up to earnings. It's kind of staying the same. If you like this video, like, subscribe, and let's make it happen. And I'll see you guys on the next one. You hear that train? And hit that buy button. All right, peace. See you later.